world? It's your girl Karma Ye.
It's your girl Yaya Femi.
And we are back with another episode of the
Warlock Horse.
We back with episode 12. I can't believe it.
Yes.
Episode 12.
12.
Consistency.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about love, dating, and relationships. The state of dating, love, relationships, how you are connecting with people and things like that.
Yes.
Of course, we're going to kick it off with our cards, our conscious conversation cards. You got something different today.
Yes.
What you got going on over here?
I'm gonna say this one for last.
She's hiding them from me, y'all.
Yes, I'm hiding them from you.
Usually we read them together before, so now she's going to surprise me with these ones.
Yes.
Okay, so I have protect. What do you do when you feel scared or threatened? What do I do when I feel scared or threatened? When I feel scared or threatened, I put rigid boundaries in place.
Yeah.
And I get on defense mode, and I can be one of two ways. I could be detached and very cold, which I think I've talked about on this show. Or I could be aggressive and attitudinal. So it could go one or two ways, shawty. But that's what I do when I feel scared or threatened. Now, if it's like a real life situation, like I'm out and say if it's like a shooting, I don't even know what I would do. I hope that my reflexes would kick in like they do in regular life, and I'd move quick and think fast. But hopefully I'm not in a situation like that to have to find out. Okay, and what kinds of settings do you feel safe to be yourself? I feel safe to be myself in environments where I feel as though even if I'm not fully understood, I'm respected.
I like that.
It's always great if I feel like people are trying to understand me. But sometimes people, you just vibe different. But if I'm respected and it's not like pointed out that, you know, it's not confrontational, then I feel, I feel free to be myself, safe to be myself in those environments.
That's good. That's good.
What about you?
What do you do when you feel scared or threatened? So depending on the situation, for the most part, I like to stand my ground no matter what. I always stand my ground. I don't fold. Nothing. I'm very resilient. So
don't fold.
Yes. And I've been in an experience where I have experienced a shooting before. So I was in a nightclub. This was the second time too. So I was in a nightclub and this was at Champaign, actually.
Champaign.
Yes. The one is South Jersey and Gloucester.
Yes.
Or Deptford or something like that.
No, you're right. It's like going right before you get onto 295 South.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So that was the night I was supposed to start my first night there. And something happened, like a fight broke out before the place even opened. And next thing you know, they just started shooting. We just heard gunshots. So I was like hiding underneath the thing in the dressing room. And, we were just hiding, but I was like, I know what, I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to be okay. That's what I kept saying to myself. So I stay, resilient. Deep down, of course, I'm scared because, gunshots, you can't survive that shit.
Your adrenaline kicked in, though, and you were able to stay clear.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
And mind you, the service, like my bars were low, but I was still able to text like my mom, my friend, like, yo, I'm just letting you know there was a shooting in here and I'm okay. So, yeah,
well, I'm glad that
I wish
you
I'd
are
stayed
here.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Clear and resilience. And what kinds of settings do you feel safe to be yourself, where I am valued and I am allowed to, just be, I'm a very hyper crazy person. Like, and I mean that in a good way. So sometimes like it really depends on the environment. If you match that energy, then I'm really going to be myself.
Yeah.
Yes. I gotta be where the energy is matched.
Yes. I feel that. And I wouldn't even say crazy. You're
it's a good crazy.
It's like everybody has their quirks, but you definitely, you're lively.
I'm crazy, sexy,
You're
cool.
Goofy. I like that. Crazy, sexy, cool. I like that.
That was a movie, something like that, right?
That was TLC's album.
Yeah, that
Crazy,
too.
Sexy, Cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what you got going on over here because you got the whole thing flipped over for me. So what are your two questions?
So I actually had a wild card, right? And it said, come up with your own topic and 2 questions for everyone to answer. So I came up with my own topic, and it's called Reflect.
Okay.
What would you tell your 18-year-old self? And is there anything you would change about your past?
Ooh.
Yes. So what would I tell my 18-year-old self? I would say save your money, learn finances, because it kind of bit me in the ass later because I knew that. Learn boundaries, learn discernment. I wish I knew all these things. Learn yourself. You will learn value in the future. Now, would there be anything that would change about my past? No. And I've done some dumb stuff in the past, like any other teenager. Like, that's life.
Yeah.
But it made me the person who I am today. It sounds so cliche and cheesy, but that's a real thing. It made me who I am today. I learned a lot of lessons for these reasons.
Definitely.
God makes no mistakes. He put me on that path for a reason.
Yes.
So there's nothing I would change.
I like that. And that's going to be my answer as well for that. Definitely built your character.
Yeah.
And gave you everything you needed to be able to show up and do this and use it to influence or inspire other people. So
yeah,
wouldn't change a thing.
Right. What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
What was I doing at 18? At 18, I had just got out of I was in Texas. I was in a state school for 2 years. I had just got out of a Texas Youth Commission.
Wow.
And I paroled out. Right. Okay. And I had to get a job. I'm trying to think. I was definitely reckless. I was reckless. What would I tell my 18-year-old self? I would tell myself to slow down. I would tell myself to slow down and make a plan. Slow down and make a plan. Think ahead. That's what I would have told myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
And is there anything you would change about your past? I'm going to go with the same answer as you.
Yeah.
I've definitely hurt people in my past with actions. I've made big mistakes in my life.
Yeah.
But I would say I'm very grateful for the resilience that I have. I'm very grateful for the people that I've met because I had to go to certain places and I moved around a lot. I wish, I made better choices, of course, but I'm grateful.
Right.
I'm grateful for all of that. I like
definitely
the
accountability part. Yes, definitely. We all done some things. Like, I know I've hurt some people. I know I did. My crazy ass.
I'm gonna hold myself calling yourself crazy.
Listen, I own it. I like the word crazy.
Okay,
I'm gonna get that tatted on me one day.
Okay. Well, then if it floats your boat, I love it.
Yes.
Then. Crazy. Okay, I like that though. I like how you focused on reflect. Very important. Reflection is very important.
Yes.
We might have to dive into that a little deeper. Like, I like checking in with our previous selves.
Yeah.
Just to go back. I can't remember the last time I sat and thought about, I was 18 when, like, that was just wild.
Right.
To travel back in time and see what I was doing and how different it was from now.
Yes.
But to give a message.
I was like in a whole different career path, all that. I graduated West Tech back in 2009. I was in cosmetology. So when I was 18, I was like a shampoo girl, like a hairstylist assistant.
You did tell me that. You told me that actually at our meeting. You said you did hair for a minute, cosmetology license and all that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, jack of all trades.
Yes.
Yeah. That's dope though. Reflection. All right.
That was a good one. that was in my mind. I was like, I got something deep today.
I was nervous because you definitely flipped it over and said, I'm not showing you. I'm like, what? That's not what we do. Okay. How's your dating life? Yeah. How is your dating life, honey?
You see my face? You know what kind of mood my dating life is? You know those commercials? I think it's like the ASPCA or something like that. And they have those little animals that look sad. For $1 a day, you can save a life.
Do that.
That's me. That's my love and my sex life.
I don't believe you. You popping, honey, unless it's by choice. Unless it's by choice and you choosing. Okay, well, let's dive deep there. Let's dive deep.
I haven't had the best luck, but
what seems to be holding you back, or what seems to be getting in the way of you finding?
I won't say like it will get like there's anything that's getting in the way. I just haven't found my match.
Okay,
I haven't found my match. I don't negotiate with people, especially like certain deal breakers of mine.
Yeah,
there's certain things I don't tolerate. Like I feel like as I got older, like my tolerance went. So now I'm like, nah, Dang, come on, straw.
No, that's okay.
Because
I had a moment earlier too. Lionel, these straws heavy.
Yes.
It almost tipped. Okay.
Yes.
You're not alone.
But yeah, I feel like now, like, I'm really starting to see people for who they are. And it's like, is this for me? And it doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people. Like, everybody ain't a villain, but your situation may not be for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've just been very patient with myself, not just jumping into anything. I'm not settling.
Can I ask you? Very important to know your non-negotiables. Look at Lionel going to get the headphones to make sure my voice is showing up. Y'all, sometimes I back away from the mic and I get into the conversation. I'm gonna do better. Can you hear me? La la la. But it's important to know what your non-negotiables are. Could you share with our viewers what are some things that would be a deal breaker for you?
Baby mama drama.
Okay.
Baby mama drama. And it really depends on that situation, but definitely baby mama drama. Like, I do pay attention to how you treat your children too. How you treat the mother of your child. If you don't have kids, I also pay attention to how you treat your family, little things like that. And little things like, I'm more into men that are like assertive too. But if you're kind of like, I can't really find the words. Like, if you're a little too laid back for me, then it's like, I'm not really turned on by it.
You need your match would be a leader.
Yeah.
Somebody who is strong enough to lead. And you're already a strong, confident.
Yeah.
So you need somebody who matches that and above.
Right. Okay. I can't deal with anyone that complains a lot. I like people who are solution based.
I love that. Yeah, yes.
I've been single for like a year now. Yeah. It's actually been a year. Damn, it's been a year since I've been single.
And I like where you're going with that. And I'm just so you're single. You've been single for a year, but I'm sure that you've been talking.
Yeah, like I've been dating and stuff, and they haven't really worked out. But yeah, I've been single for a year because I've dealt with that in a previous relationship where I felt like I was out of my element. I didn't really feel soft and feminine. I felt like he needed a mother more than he needed a girlfriend. So without putting his whole business out there,
I feel you.
It just didn't work out. It was like my spidey senses telling me like, girl, run.
Yeah.
Yes. So I ended that shit real quick.
And it's a shame. And that ties to, I feel like that plays out because of the way that they are raised. They're raised, us mothers out there in the world. There's a lot of, I'm not going to call it unhealthy, but there's not boundaries between some mother-son relationships. And I know I have a son and sometimes I got to be tough because I'm like, this is a boy. He's going to grow to be a man. And I don't want him thinking somebody's just going to keep bringing stuff to him. Like, he needs to get up and do something.
Yeah.
Take the recycling outside. You know what I mean? Like, things that would be appreciated in a relationship.
Yeah.
Not waiting for a woman to come along and take care of them, because I find that is what a lot of men want.
Yeah. Like, that was the situation. And I couldn't deal with it no more. I was like, yo, this ain't gonna work out. I feel like you need to focus on you. And that's what I told him. And I was like, deuces.
Okay.
So yes, how's your dating life? What's going on with you?
So my dating life, I don't have a dating life. I am in a relationship.
Yes.
My relationship is going good. It's healthy. I would say it is the healthiest relationship that I've been in.
Good.
In this space, I've never been this version of myself before in a relationship, and that's one thing that I am starting to understand when I look back and reflect on old relationships. I see where I got it wrong or where I could have been better, but because I've done work on me,
yes,
I'm able to show up differently and be more respectful and more understanding and more patient. Patience is a thing. And not because they get it wrong, not because my partner gets it wrong, but because I have been through some shit. So sometimes my shit comes up and it's like, all right, Carmen, you don't got to bring this up right now. And I still, but that's where making space for the person comes in.
Right.
Like she makes space for me a lot when I have those moments, because trauma is real, especially when
it's definitely real.
I'm going deep. Look, I'm going deep from the jump. God damn it.
But and that's why, and that's another reason why I've been single too. I've been doing a lot of, even though I've been, mingling and, talking to men and stuff like that, because, that's what I'm going to do. But I have done a lot of inner work.
Yeah.
A lot of things I wish I did not do. Like, there's certain men that didn't deserve access of me. There's certain things I shouldn't have tolerated in the past.
Yes.
So I've done a lot of inner work, and that's why now I'm like seeing everything now.
Yeah.
And I'm not blinded by just the person giving me affection, attention, and a bunch of sweet nothings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm like really paying attention to every detail of a person now.
And that could be a positive. It as long as you're balanced with that,
Right.
you're gonna but your match will come along and it'll be clear for
Yes.
you. But as your friend, it's like, make sure that you are questioning your bias, your biases, and making sure that you're not just shutting things down because it reminds you of something before.
I tried so hard. Yeah.
And I feel like you do. But I can say from what I'm in now, I know that I do want to talk more about like the trauma and stuff. I know I talked about my situation with my family going into the system at a young age. I have abandonment. I do have an abandonment wound. I do have a father wound. These are things and terminologies that you can Google online. Father wound, mother wound, abandonment, which has created anxiety for me in relationships. And I know, so when we talk about dating, I'm a mother. I have a 10-year-old son who is intelligent and don't miss a beat and be in my business, and I got to check him on a regular, you know what I'm saying? And not even to be disrespectful, just because he is very observant and smart and caring, very emotionally intelligent. So he picks up on things. Then I have a 3-year-old daughter. So it's like, I'm not really out here. Plus I have a business. I have other things happening that I'm trying to do. I was never really looking to date. And for a long time, I felt guilty about that. I felt like, am I moving too fast? But I feel like in our culture of dating, I feel like it's okay to sit with yourself and be clear about what it is that you want and what you need when you're going into the world to find a partner or a match.
Yes.
So I dealt with some guilt around that about moving fast and stuff like that. But I'm not interested in dating. I'm looking for a family. I'm looking to build. I'm 33. My kids are grown. I'm not trying to be dating and, mixing my time up. I got too much stuff happening. I'm looking for, stability, loyalty, commitment.
That's how I feel.
Somebody that is going to work through this with me, heal together individually. And I'm grateful because I feel like I found that. I'm just going to say.
Yes.
Because my trauma definitely shows up.
I like that. Yeah. Yes, that's been me. Like, I'm dating with intention now. Yeah. And that's why I just want someone that can just match my energy. Like, that person doesn't have to be super perfect. Everything doesn't have to be like, but still have that intention. You know what I mean?
I want you to be more clear on that when you said they don't have to match, but what is that?
Everything doesn't have to be super perfect, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the man doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I want you to be human.
Perfect.
I just want you to be human and honest with what you want.
Honesty.
Yes.
So important. Honesty. Yes. Honesty with yourself.
Yes.
So while Yaya is talking to what it is to look for in your match, I speak to what it is to look for what to be with yourself. Yeah. Because you have to know what you want.
Yes.
You got to be honest with yourself. I've been in situations where I stuck with things because it just traditionally made sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't do... What would I look like walking? Well, at least, it's not abusive in this way, or at least, like making excuses and staying in situations. Or just because it's like, oh, they make me feel cute, or oh, they're cute. It's like we are way past that. It's like, get honest with yourself.
Or they got money, they got security. Like,
nah. But it's okay. Some people do marry for that.
Yeah.
Some people will openly say financial
for the security. Yes.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I have friends out here now that have said to me the other week, as a matter of fact, they're like, don't be surprised when I pull up to the cookout with a pop in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard out here. And right now, I will take care and I will do the dishes and I will do whatever he wants. But I need that stability, honey. And I'm like, I'm not mad at you. Like, that's real. At least you're honest and know what it is that you want. Like, you can't let people dictate how you should date or who you should date.
Exactly.
Do what feels right for you.
And don't let social media, because I'm noticing a lot of things that's going on social media when it comes to dating, and the person got to have money, and the person got to be submissive. The person got to be, just do what aligns with you. Do what serves you.
I love that.
Do what serves you. You don't gotta listen to social media all the time. I peeped all that shit. Like,
you peeped that?
I peeped that. Yo, I peeped everything, and y'all are annoying. Like, I love y'all, but y'all are annoying. Like, just do what aligns with you, and if that person makes you happy, then that's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
all we can do. Well, I know me personally. That is why, and my partner, she'll share me on social media and but I feel like the position that I'm in, because I'm all about my healing, and I know y'all see it. I post everything, my good, my bad, more good than bad, because I'm being intentional and I'm manifesting beautiful things in my life. But I do have those vulnerable moments with y'all, and I share things about my relationship, and I talk about my healing, and I talk about, when it's not so easy. And I feel like it's okay to share.
Yeah.
I feel like, inspire, show people that it isn't all perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to look like love. Is scary.
Right.
It is scary as hell to be in a relationship, because that is when all of your you feel safe enough now to put your guard down, and that's when all the real shit start to come up. Oh wait, I was far away from the mic. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I said
this ain't no cookie cutter shit. All right.
No, it's not.
It's not.
This shit gets really scary.
Yes.
That's why it is important for you to know what you're looking for. That's why I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I'm happy for you to know what it is, because when you find your match, you'll be able to do that healing work, because we can't just do it alone.
Yeah.
We can't just do it alone.
Yeah.
It takes, whether it's through platonic or intimate, but that intimate, it's a little scary. The intimacy is scary.
Yes. Yeah. That's real.
So we just talked about ours.
Right.
Where are we currently? Current state of dating in the world. Talking versus dating. Is there a difference?
I feel like, I actually wanted to talk about the current state of dating. I don't know if you ever noticed, but you see a lot of people like really complaining about the dating life.
No.
It's a heterosexual thing. We're the ones that are struggling, okay?
Y'all struggling?
Yes.
What's going on out there?
I don't know. Something going on with our heterosexual men too. I feel like they want to reverse the roles, but at the same time they want you to be feminine too. So I'm confused.
Explain that. I want you to be clear on that. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of dudes just don't want to court no more. I like chivalry. To be courted. I like that. I like to feel soft, and I want you to apply that pressure that you really want me. I don't get that no more.
It's out there.
Yeah,
I promise you, it's out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not non-existent.
Yeah,
but I'm noticing a lot of things, or people have like ulterior motives and stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
And I can sense it. And I even have dreams of people and makes me want to stay away.
You mean like premonition? Like you just feel the energy?
I get crazy premonitions on people sometimes. Yeah.
That's a good thing to have though. That's your discernment.
Yes.
That's your discernment.
Yeah. It's just I have dealt with men that aren't really into women. And not to say that they're gay. It doesn't mean that they're gay. They're just not into women. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that.
I think I know what you mean. It's our day and age where, they rather hang with the homies. I don't have a clear answer for it, but I feel like if people got honest with themselves, they would be able to show up, right, to the relationship. You might just have to change your zip code. You might just have to change your zip code or change your...
You see my face? Can you do a zoom in on my face right now? Child,
it sounds like it's that out there.
When the opportunity presents itself, zoop, I'm out of here. Okay, but I feel like it's everywhere at the same time too. I don't know.
My social media, what I see on social media with the dating world, I see a lot of people healing. Yeah. I see a lot of people being very vocal about what they want and what they don't want. And I see a lot of people going back and forth about it as if it's a conversation. Yeah. It's not a conversation. Everybody's allowed to say what they want and what they don't want. And that's just that.
Yeah.
I feel like when the match comes along.
Yes.
they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready
I'm telling you.
They're gonna court you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be confident within themselves that they're gonna be in touch. They're gonna balance their feminine and masculine side, and they're gonna show up and want to, you know, be soft with you, be intimate with you. Not a lot of people, they're out here healing, but they haven't reached that part yet. Because I do see a lot of men on my timeline that are really positive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I know a couple of very level-headed men, and they're dating as well too, you know, and it's like, but
that's
it's not working for them either. But it's like, at least they're trying. You guys are. I'm saying you guys because I'm in a relationship. Look at me,
right?
Y'all trying out there, but I feel like we are getting it together.
Yeah, it's people out there. Oh, definitely. Yes.
It's a lot of healing that needs to be done.
I have faith.
Because they are the men that are the way that we have described, waiting for a woman to take care of them. That's trauma.
Yeah.
That's from their childhood.
Yes.
That's where, you know, there's enmeshment. Do you know what enmeshment is? I think I've talked about this on the show. It's like where there's no separation.
Yeah.
You know, it's like their lack of confidence. They don't know who they are. They don't remember who they are. They don't know who they want to be. And it's a lot of people who are just lost, and they don't feel secure in that sense of confusion within themselves, right?
Yeah.
So then they're looking outside on themselves, and they're just looking for the quick hookup.
Yes.
Or they make up for it with these big ass egos, and they're disrespectful or entitled.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of healing that needs to be done within. And I see a shift, yo. I see a shift in our culture.
Yeah,
so
I got faith.
There's hope.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's definitely hope out there, and I wanted to shut some shit down too, because I like when I talk. Yeah, when I talk about things like this about my dating life. No, I'm not just dating. This is a personal call out too. I'm not just dating Pookie and Ray Ray, and I'm not dating hood niggas. These are just regular people.
You better
just
talk
anybody.
to them. Go ahead, y'all.
So I'm just letting you know that now. Okay.
I'm not mad at it.
It's anybody.
Have you been judged? Were you judged? Because you said it. Have you been judged about like the type of men or something?
Oh,
like,
yes. Oh my God. People assume the worst. Like that's all I date is the thugs and I mean I dated some gang members and stuff here and there, but that's not every single guy that I date. I have dated well-educated men. I've dated entrepreneurs.
A variety.
I have dated music producers and just haven't had the best of luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You had to learn. You had to go through those things to learn.
Exactly. Like every dude that's like I shouldn't say a villain, but every dude that didn't work out wasn't a bum. They weren't bums at all. And I also can't stand well, maybe it's not them, it's you. You don't know a shit about me. Okay? Yeah. You don't know shit about me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sound personal.
Yes. It's like it's just the dating cycle I know my inner work. I've done my inner work and I've held myself accountable for, you know, tolerating a lot of things, but it's not always just maybe it's not them, it's you. I just feel like, you know, two people just don't align together.
This is true.
I don't like the blame game thing either with dating. That's why I keep it very private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it private from other people to judge and say, I understand that, and you should. Yeah, there should be some sense of privacy. Like we share some things, but if it's a breakup, it doesn't need to be displayed all over social media and dragged out and things like that. I do want to say though, as being in a relationship, and we are going on 7 months, which to me, that is in 2022, right? 7, and I've been seeing 777 everywhere, y'all.
Yes.
In 2022, post-COVID, everybody showing their true fucking colors. It's really wild out here. It's like, especially with the life that I've lived, you know, and it's like, I've been in different situations. I've been in counseling. I've done my inner work. So it's like, once I got clear, I understood it's not just about what they can do. It's also how I show up. You understand?
Yes.
Because it does, before we went to the break, just briefly, you said, you know, you don't know a thing about me, or it's you. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's you.
Maybe
how people
it's me,
say that.
Yeah.
But sometimes not saying that they are correct because they can mind their damn business. But,
right.
But sometimes you do need to sit and be like, what is
you gotta
my
reflect.
role?
Yeah.
What is my role? What am I doing in this?
Right.
Accountability will change your whole reality.
Definitely. It's more like a karmic thing. Like I've experienced it, and we mentioned that in a previous conversation. Like it was a karmic thing where I've attracted like a certain group of people. Like it's
different vessel.
Yeah, different
same
vessel,
soul.
Same soul. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I've never like. I don't know how to put this in words. How do I put this in words?
I fucking love you.
Let me formulate my daggone words. I don't really like, it's not to say that I don't hold myself accountable. You know what I mean? Like, I do. But I can't control how people treat me either. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The best thing I can do is just, like, let them go.
And as long as you know when it's time to walk away.
Right.
I got a song on the way, by the way, called Walk Away, self-produced. Okay?
Yes.
You gotta know when to walk away.
Right. You gotta know when to walk away.
As I'm happy that you do know how to do that and that you're brave enough to keep getting back out there. Keep going back out there.
Definitely.
And knowing when to walk away. Again, I can't speak to dating. I can only speak
these
to these straws. We got the Armstrong straws. They like the stretch Armstrong. You remember those things?
Yes.
Those toys, they reaching, honey.
Right.
As being in my relationship, there were things that when I did sit down and get honest with myself so I was in my relationship for 10 years with my children's father.
Right.
That ended and I had time to sit down and I said, what do I want? And then I hopped into something thinking that's what I wanted. And I was willing to tolerate things and this and that. But again, the match wasn't for me. It wasn't aligned. You know, my triggers were coming up. There was trauma, but I was given reason for these. You know what I mean? Like there was deception going on. There was it wasn't healthy. It wasn't for me. Then I had to sit down again briefly, right? Because my bounce back. Listen, okay, I've been through enough to my shit is resilient. Okay, so I sat down again and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna give up because I know what I want. I know what I deserve. Yeah, and I'm gonna put myself out there. And I did it again, and I'm in something now.
Yeah,
and things that I thought, you know, that would, you know, not work for me, or things that would trigger me in ways, or things that I tolerated. Yeah, I tolerated and I accepted. Yeah, because the vessel is different. Right. The soul is different. Right. You know, it's safer now. So I'm willing to compromise. Right. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with you, because I know you're very clear on your non-negotiables and but when you come, like you said, nobody's perfect. When you come into contact with somebody, the energy is there. You are willing. You are willing to put up with things. Not even put up. I don't even like those words. It's like you're willing to cooperate and compromise. Cooperate. Yes, honey. Definitely cooperate. You're willing to cooperate and you're willing to compromise and you're willing to understand. Yeah. And it's like you make space. Yes. You make space for that person's shit because you know that they making space for yours. Yes. It can't be no one-sided shit. Yeah. That's been my experience. My experience has always been one-sided, where I do the most. Yeah. But I'm in something where I feel like
it's reciprocated.
Yes. Yes. Other things that I was in, I can't even talk right. Lionel, these apple drinks with the metal straws, baby.
Lionel is that's a real bartender right there, because his drink be.
I don't know. This shit should be illegal. I don't know. Right. What do we call it? His elixirs.
Right. His elixirs.
What was I gonna say? Focus. Focus. Antenna. What the fuck was I gonna say?
Oh, we were talking about reciprocation.
Reciprocation. Okay, one-sided. Yeah. In this relationship, in my relationship that I'm very grateful for, hey baby. I have space to still grow. That is how you know that you are in something safe. We talked about this
when you have room to grow. Yes.
When you have room to grow and you don't feel guilty for wanting to better yourself. Because I was in situations where I would be first, I was in two separate situations. Yeah. The first situation, I would feel guilty or like I had to hide myself because they didn't like it, or I don't know if it was like a competition thing. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't able to focus on myself because I was overgiving. You know, it wasn't reciprocated. Yeah. Then the other thing I was in, it was always some drama. So I was always on an emotional roller coaster to the point where when I finally calmed down to get ready to focus on my goals, some other bullshit would happen. And then it's like chaotic. Yes. But I'm finally in something where it's like, even when we don't agree, because ain't shit perfect, it's like there's no yelling. There's communication. If there's space taken. We still working out the kinks because it's a journey. But there's the space.
It's space. There's room to grow.
And I could focus on myself. I could focus on me and still achieve my goals.
Yes.
achieve my goal. Like that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Dope. Yes.
Thank you.
I've just been.
I'll shut up now. I feel like I'm.
Oh, you're good. But yeah, girl, that's the current state of. That was the current state of my dating life too. Yeah. It was more personal than anything, but I noticed a lot of people kind of relate to me too. It took, like, last year was my last worst dating experience, and it took a nervous breakdown. I had a nervous breakdown last year. From experiencing something extremely chaotic, and I felt like a burden was placed on me, and I felt like it was out of my control. So, like, ever since then, that's when I woke up.
Do you want to share, or you don't have to? You already know.
I'm gonna share. This person,
and that's why I love her.
Dealing with some. Yeah, this person, he was like dealing with some substance abuse.
Okay,
and there was also some secrets hidden about him that I did not know. He tried to drag me into his mess, and it actually ended. It didn't end peacefully at all. We actually blew up, like it got into a real heated argument, like in the car, and it got to a point where I had to smack the shit out of him.
I think I did share this story before.
Yeah, I mentioned this before, a few episodes ago. Yes, and it got to that point, and I don't like hitting people. I don't condone violence, whatsoever. But it got to that point where he really brought the ugly out of me, and
that's it right there.
Yes,
brought the ugly out of you.
Yes,
that is
he
dangerous.
Brought the ugly out of me,
and you got to that's dangerous.
Yes,
that is
so
very dangerous.
Then, like that night when I came home, I was fine, but the next day I was not in the mood to talk to nobody. I broke down and cried because I was like, I'm tired of dealing with the same chaotic nonsense, and I just spent a lot of time just like with myself. Didn't want to have sex with nobody. Nothing. So
that sounded like that was very heavy, draining. Like you had to really like soothe yourself and bounce back from that.
So yes, it was. That's why I am the way I am now. Now I'm just seeing people for what they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I have faith. I'm not one of those people that be like, fuck love, fuck people, fuck these
and
niggas.
That's why I commend you for being brave, because I've seen you. I see the people come and you will stop and you'll have a conversation.
Yes.
Like you're open. You know what I mean? Like you're not, some people are shut down, not trusting.
Right.
Men
I would never generalize. Right. Oh no. Yeah. And that's not even the case. I would never generalize people. There's 7 billion people in this world. There's going to be somebody for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? 7 billion people in this world.
That's another thing that I'm learning too, when I reflect on, not that I'm learning, but that I have come to understand. When I look back and I look at what I was in and I think about where I could be or anything, like you could, there are plenty of, but it's about also learning that commitment.
Yeah.
I had insecurities. The last relationship I was in, the person was like a flirt. Like there were even situations where I thought they were flirting with my own friends. And I've been through situations where, my very first girlfriend as a teenager, she was messing with somebody in the house while I was in the house with her. Like it was, so I have that type of, I had an insecurity there. So I was talking to somebody and those insecurities were brought back up because she was very flirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also very active in the messenger and stuff like that. And some people, we can argue about this all day, hearting things or liking things or heart eyes under people's pictures and private messages.
Right.
When you're in a relationship, and I'm not talking about talking or dating. Yeah. When you're in a relationship, that's energy. Yeah. You are giving, that is basically, you are saying, I think you're attractive. You look good to me. Right. That's not appropriate if you are in a relationship that is exclusive one-on-one.
Yep.
Now, when you're dating and it's you talking to multiple people and you just, you can do what you want to do.
Yes.
But I experienced that and that brought up some insecurities for me. So when I would think about, but now where I am now, I understand you're going to be attracted to other people. There's multiple beautiful people in the world. It's about that commitment and that your mind, like I don't even see anybody else. And I really feel that.
Yeah.
Like I feel respected and valued in that sense. But that was an insecurity for me.
Yeah.
Thinking, other people attractive.
Right. And that's there's a big difference between like talking versus actually dating somebody too.
Yes.
Like talking is like you just mingling with people.
Yeah.
I always cringe when I hear the word talk. Oh yeah, she and I used to talk. No, we did not. No, we did not. I like dating. I told you I'm an intentional person. I feel like talking is very unintentional.
I was gonna say talking sounds light. Talking sounds like just hook
mingling.
up.
Yeah,
like
hooking up. Yeah.
Like we hooked up. We just talk. Yeah, that's not dating.
Yes.
Dating means I was actually trying to get to know you with the intention of making you mine.
Yes.
Even though, you know, you're not property and you can't really belong to me. You know, that's something else I had to learn on this journey. When I was in other and it's so tricky because we can't sit here and pretend like, you know, I'm my own person and you are your own person and you don't belong to me. Because I was there too once. Yeah. I'm like, you don't belong. No, there is a sense of you that is accountable to me. Yeah. Okay? It's not that you belong to me. It's that you, that makes sense. You will respect me and you will be accountable to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gets blurry. But it's cute to hear your mind and you.
But it's like, like exactly what you just said.
It's not ownership, it's partnership, and it's you being accountable to me.
Yes,
and there's nothing wrong with that. I do see a culture coming up, and I was almost with it. I was almost with that culture, yo. When they're talking about they're free and they can do what they want and they don't belong to you and let them come. And that works for some people. Yeah. But there are people like me with trauma, with attachment issues, with trust issues. I'm not for everybody, and I'm not about to be with somebody that's for everybody.
Yes.
So I'm gonna need somebody that will be accountable to me, not because they belong to me, because you are free to take space, you are free to have friends, you are free to just communicate and be respectful.
Yes.
Communicate and be respectful and be considerate. Consideration is so important. And sometimes I get that wrong. I get that wrong. I don't know if it's an only child syndrome. I have 3 stepbrothers, but I am.
Right.
I've been a loner. I figure shit out on my own. I don't ask for help. I've had a hard time asking for help. So sometimes I'm not considerate of things. Yes. But because I have a partner who is patient and makes space for me, she's patient enough to show me how to.
Right.
How to.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. And that's monogamy.
Yeah,
that's real monogamy right there. That's you ain't throwing off my pH because you want to do what you want. Go do what you want on your own, okay?
Stop wasting my time.
Right.
Shit.
Let's talk about traditional dating. Yes.
Keep it flowing.
Yes, right? Traditional dating, first dates. Let's talk about first dates. I feel like because I date men, so I always felt like the man should initiate the first date. There are certain things that's very traditional about me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
So I am bisexual. So I have dated. I have children with men, with a man.
Yeah.
And I like women too. So I do both, and I have done both.
Yeah.
I don't do both. I do one because I am in a monogamous relationship. Okay. Let me clean that shit up right now. I ain't too proud. Okay. But it's not really, I think, I don't want to say it's traditional, but it is like a masculine, feminine.
Yeah.
Kind of. So I understand you want to be courted. I
want to be courted.
So when you say like I like men, I am the same way. I'm feminine in the relationships that I am in with women. I'm not into feminine women because I don't see myself being with somebody who is going to take longer than me to get dressed and be crying on me. Like, girl, fix yourself. Hold me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, like wanting somebody to take the lead. I'm with you on that. We are feminine.
Yes, I like that. I don't like everyone's different and it's like, it's no shame, but this is what I like. Yeah. I'm not it's whatever you want to do. Or what do you want to do? Oh, you want to come over to the house and chill? No, I don't want to go to your house and chill. I don't want to watch Netflix. Yes, stop being lazy. Yeah. Get creative. Yeah. And take me out on a date. I'm not saying you got to take me out to Ruth Chris. Right. I'm saying you take me out to bowling.
You've been places. I don't even know what that
is. That's the steak restaurant.
Ruth Chris?
It's expensive as hell. Hell yeah.
More expensive than the Capitol Grill?
Yes.
Ooh.
I think so. Okay. I haven't been to Ruth Chris, but their food look good as hell. One of these days I'm gonna go.
And you gonna take yourself. That's the fuck right. You gonna take yourself.
That's right. That's right. But
go ahead.
Like it could be fun dates like bowling, miniature golf, little things like that.
A picnic.
Be creative. Yes, a picnic.
You don't gotta spend no money.
Exactly.
Go get some, make some food. Right. Go get a blanket, a bottle of wine.
Right. Yeah. I'm not chilling in your house. I don't know who you are, so I'm damn sure not gonna chill in your house. I don't want to watch Netflix. I can watch Netflix in my own house. I'm not chilling in your car smoking weed. We are not 16 anymore.
It's time to step it up.
Yes.
It's time to step it up. Yeah.
And ask the lady out on a date.
Yeah.
Okay?
And get creative. Listen, fellas, I don't even know if the fellows tap in or whoever. If you, there's resources. First of all, Google, okay? YouTube, there's so many mentors. Pinterest. Google first date ideas.
Yes.
Don't grab a bottle and say we about to go to the hookah lounge. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes that could be a vibe for some people, get in where you fit in, but get creative. Get creative. Especially when you're approaching a woman who is about her healing. You're not going to get far if that's your approach.
Oh, and there's one more thing I want to shut down too. Speaking of first dates, a gym, like a workout partner, is not a date. Do not be like, don't hit me up because there's quite a few of you. Yes, this is very personal. Okay, and I'm shutting all of you down. It was quite a few of y'all talking about, oh yeah, we should work out together. Like, no, I don't want to work out with you. In what way can I get to know you while I'm trying to deadlift and shit and your form is probably fucking off? I'm not doing that.
And second of all, that is your profession.
Yes,
you're not
that's
mixing business with pleasure, my guy.
Exactly.
Now, if that, look, I'm talking for you. I'm like, my guy.
My guy.
That's my sis, so my guy. If a person is a match and they happen to be into fitness after a few dates, I'm sure you'd be open to doing that. That would be actually a way to form intimacy, because that's something y'all could bond on. Right. But you're not about to just approach my girl.
You're not to get free access of me, right? So you can cop a feel of my leggings and my booty shorts and stuff in the gym.
You know, you lifting stronger than some of these men out here, so you're not about to get a trainer, a girlfriend, a mama, and all that.
And I really won't talk to you again if I rep your max. I know. Let me stop.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What is that dirty trainer talk?
No. If I rep your max, like for example, my max is 260.
If I rip,
like reps, like repetitions.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
When you make me do supersets, I do reps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes. Or like my max right now with deadlifts, for example, is like 265. So let's say I can rep that. If you can't rep that, you can't talk to me.
Ooh.
I'm messing with you. I'm
not mad at it though. That's a match.
Yeah, like I'm not about to turn into a trainer here. Like, no.
I feel like somebody for you is out there.
Yes.
Okay. And if you are watching, whether you are in the future, she's giving y'all the cheat code, okay? Be about your business.
Be about your business.
Be respectful. Be on your healing journey. Believe in therapy.
Yeah.
Am I getting this right?
No, you're good. You're on point.
I like that. This is giving me an idea.
Just be creative. Just be creative and have
dating.
fun.
Blind dates with Yaya on the show.
Right. Yes. I would do it. I'm open to it.
I believe you. And that's what's so dope about you, because you are open to trying different ways to get to know somebody who could be a match.
Yes. Yeah.
That's dope.
I like just be creative. Be a creative and just take the initiative. That's it. That's all I ask for.
I like that.
How to shoot your shots.
How to shoot your shot.
Do you shoot your shot? They always ask women that. Do women shoot their shot? I shoot my shot. I'm aggressive as hell.
Honestly, I don't know if I shot my shot. I flirted. People, see, this is the thing about me. People have told me, I don't know if it's, people have told me that I have a friendly, they call me friendly.
Yeah.
And that could be easily confused for flirting. So people may have been misled, but I'm not putting myself out there. I'm not flirty in that sense or friendly in that sense, but people might think that that's an invitation to hit on me or something. But I don't think I've really shot my shot. This past, I met my partner who I'm currently in a relationship with now. I met my partner on Facebook dating.
Aww.
We had a few mutual friends, but we didn't find that out until after we connected outside of the app. But I guess it was like a mutual shoot your shot, because it's like you gotta like them and they gotta like you, and then it has to match for y'all to message each other, I believe.
Yeah.
So if that's a sense, I guess that's shooting a shot. That's sliding up in the DMs, I guess. But other than that,
and that's what I mentioned about courting
I'm on my business
too, like when it comes to dating. like if you're gonna shoot your shot, come correct. I'm a lady. Okay, don't hit me up talking about, hey sexy, what you doing sexy? Aww. Hey sexy. No, that's not shooting your shot. That is terrible. That's a terrible move.
Wait. Let's not, because I feel like our energy is like we gotta give them, we gotta school them. We gotta get.
I mean, you can, but I shouldn't have to teach y'all shit. Like, where the fuck are your parents at?
But that's the thing. We are living in a world where we are raised in a way.
Yeah, but
there's a whole cluster.
There's certain things like you should know better. Don't be talking in my DMs talking about I want to lick your ass and I want to drink your bath water. That is not shooting your shot.
That's wild.
That's not shooting your shot. Hey, beautiful. I can deal with beautiful.
Okay.
But don't.
I've gotten like, hey, queen.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Yes.
Things like that. That's polite.
Yes. Be polite.
I've seen people be very direct, like, I think you're beautiful. I would like to get to know you.
Yes.
Like, that's to me, that's traditional. To me, that's like classic.
Yes.
That would stand out amongst the rest. We give a free game right now, y'all. And that's what I meant. Like, we don't want to bash, the men, because there's hope. Or I don't even just want to say men, because there's women out here that's terrible too.
It's Tony York, yeah. It's
women
anybody.
are terrible too. I don't want y'all
no,
to
it's not male bashing.
I don't want them to think,
because not all men act like that though.
Yes.
Yeah, not all men act like that.
Not all
Listen, hit dogs holler. So I'm not gonna be super gentle about it. Mm-hmm. If you don't do that, then you good. If it don't apply, let it fly.
I like that. Okay.
So
I like that.
Yeah.
But so we're talking about how can they shoot their shot? Mm-hmm. What would be ideal to you? What would spark your interest?
So just be polite. Introduce yourself. Like if this is a in-person setting, not like online. Introduce yourself and ask me my name, things like that. You can say a compliment. Say you want to get to know me. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like don't be weird.
Yeah.
And if I'm not interested, then, leave me alone too. You know what I mean?
It's a shame. It's a shame because I feel as though it's just a lot of when we look at our culture, when we look at what's in the music, and we look at what we grew up on. Hey, ma, come here, your ass fat.
I don't like that.
Let me holla at you. Let me get you a bag. Bars.
But if you polite as hell, I'll be like, of course. What's your number?
Because we're not used to that.
Yes.
Right? Because we're not used to somebody being extra polite.
Yes.
So that's also something that is, we could be too over accepting.
Exactly.
And we could be easily fooled for the master manipulator that might come around that is good with the slick talk and the play. Because I've met those. That's because I am an intelligent person, and I'm not trying to brag or be in my bag or be ego, but I am very attracted to intelligence.
Yes.
So anybody who has gotten close to me is intelligent, knows how to converse, knows how to read.
But icebreakers.
But just because they come polite, that's where your discernment comes in. That is where seeing past the mask. The consistency of somebody's behavior.
And be consistent after that too. And I also want to talk about that. Stay consistent while you're courting somebody too. It's more than just shooting your shot. So yeah, you can be impressive the first time we meet, but keep it up. I
got a question for you. I want to know, what are you, when you find your match, because I need to know this. I got to know what Yaya going to show up and do. When you find your match, what are you bringing? When somebody gets this healing version of you, healed themselves, ready to show up in love fully.
Yes.
What comes with that?
Peace. I bring a lot of peace. A
I
lot
love
of love,
that.
fun.
I love
you
that.
You get a lot of affirmations with me.
Yes.
I speak life into people.
I love that.
I'm very nurturing.
Love it.
A lot of people do know that about me. I'm a very loving, nurturing person. You get a lot out of me. I'm also adventurous, all of that. Like I'm just a load of fun.
And I'm
also a motivator too. Yeah. I give out ideas like, babe, I got this business idea. Like that's just that kind of person that I am. I'm very, very lively. It's never a dull moment with me at all.
All of that is worth your whole demeanor. So anybody watching, it's like she's very passionate.
Yes.
And like you said, you're not gonna go gentle. But it's because you deliver all of that, and that is sacred. That is holy. Yes. That's something to be protected.
Right.
So you definitely got to go through the filter.
Like you give me good energy, that energy is always reciprocated. Yeah. Pretty much.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. And those are all beautiful things that belong in that monogamous relationship.
Yes.
When it comes. I want to talk about love. I want to talk about love. Can we talk about love?
Yes, we can.
And we can come back to like the blind dates and things like that. I want to talk about love and how it is depicted.
Yeah.
How it has been depicted. In my mind, I thought love would be being in the grocery store, right? Shopping and then bumping carts or reaching for the same item. And, because that's the fairy tale shit that we see in the movies growing up. It's like, so that's the expectation that we set. We are out here looking for a love that doesn't really exist because we were raised with fairy tales and just over cinematic romance bullshit, when it's actually, like I said, it's very scary.
Yeah.
It's not scary in a sense where you should feel unsafe to be yourself, but scary in a sense of being vulnerable, letting your guard down and being seen, and somebody honoring what they see, allowing what they see, not rejecting what they see. So I feel like
that sound like that Corinthians love.
Ooh, give me some.
From the Bible.
Give me some from the Bible. I ain't read that thing in a while.
Right. It starts with love is patient, love is kind.
Yes.
It's not boastful.
Yes.
I don't know word for word, but that's my favorite scripture in the Bible.
That's beautiful.
Not boastful, none of that.
It's not proud.
It's not proud. Yes.
It's not jealous.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I be jealous sometimes.
Child, I gotta read the scripture.
That's my trauma. That's one thing too. Yo, like I feel like we have to highlight these things. Like, it's okay. First of all, get real with yourself. Find time to be still with yourself, whether you get a journal, whether you get a therapist, whether you do a vision board of what your partner looks like.
Yeah.
I feel like the focus should be on you. What do you want? That's not selfish.
Yeah.
It's not selfish to know, because what are we dating for? We're dating to build a life, to find somebody to build a life with. A life, not a temporary thing. This is not for people who are into polyamory and things like that. This is for somebody who is looking for legacy.
Like actual love, like real
one-on-one commitment journey.
Partner. Yes.
Life partner. I love that. Life partner. That's what we're all striving for.
Full life.
That is what we're all striving for. And there are some things that we have to know about ourselves before we can even come into the world and start checking people off the list.
Yeah.
We got to be real with ourselves.
Yes.
So I speak to the people who are mothers, single mothers out here, getting dressed every Friday to go on a date with somebody they met on Bumble or whatever the app is, Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You dropping your kids off to go. There's nothing wrong with you trying to get your life. Get love. I don't know what traditional dating looks like for that. For me, I had to get very real with myself and say, I don't want to go on fucking dates.
Yeah.
I want to talk. I'm straight to the point.
Yes.
I got kids. My kids, they read energy.
Yes.
Exactly. I got this going on. I may not want to, I'm doing my entrepreneur journey right now. Can you be okay with me not being able to do so much if my business is slow? You know what I mean? Like, you got to be real with yourself. And we're back.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to top it off. We're going to top it off.
To different forms of dating.
I said we're going to top it off. Pause. Okay. Dating and blind dates, online dating. Where are we going with that?
I'm open to it.
You open to it?
I'm open to it.
Okay.
I would do a blind date.
Okay. I've never done blind dates.
Me neither.
I've seen them on a show. I've seen it on TV.
Yeah.
They look fun.
Oh, remember the show Blind Date? The actual show?
I think so. And they were all at different locations, different venues, but they would spin the tables real quick, switch seats. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm open to it now. I've done a double blind date before, but this is going back when I was like 19, I think, 19, 20. It was some guy, like it was two dudes in the military. My friend wanted to come with them to Funplex or something like that. And it turned out to be a bad experience.
Okay, that type of blind.
Yeah.
Wait, see, I'm thinking of speed dating. You see, I told you I don't date. Look. Speed dating.
I didn't even catch on to what you said.
Because I'm like, were they mixing table? Like when
blind date is like when two people come and they don't know each other. They never seen each other before.
Got it.
Yeah, that's blind dating.
I've never been in that.
They never seen each other.
The closest to that would be when in my younger days, when somebody's like, they're gonna bring a friend.
Yes, that's what it was.
And that's not even a blind date, because sometimes they become the homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've never done a blind date.
I'm open to it. I'm somewhat open to it.
It depends on who you are putting that trust in to bring that person. That person really has to have your best interest. They gotta also align with you.
Yeah.
Because some people, they just can't get it.
Right.
They can't get right.
Yes. Same thing with speed dating. I be wanting to do speed dating so bad. And that's what that is. Like when you talk for a certain amount of time and then you rotate to the next table and
that seems interesting. I could imagine being in that room where everybody's just like open and looking like, are you the one? Are you the one? Are you the one?
Yeah.
And just
it's
having
a little
that
impersonal. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
So it's like, but what about when you find the match or the energy that feels good and that was time to get up and
rotate,
move, and then you keep checking on that person like, wait, but are they more into that person? I wouldn't be focused at that point. I wouldn't even be focused.
That is true.
I like that you said that's impersonal.
It's impersonal. Yeah, very impersonal.
I agree. But it seems fun if you're in that very open hookup kind of phase too. That sounds like a judgment. My bad if you feel judged, y'all. I told y'all I'll do dating.
Yes. So, and online dating, you had a good experience, and you do now. It's worked out for you.
Being in the life and dating women, you know, it's not often like I have a type. I had a type. So it was like I would have to create social media. They had different social media platforms for lesbian, gay, the LGBTQ, you know, they had that. So Downlink was one, Her was one, you know, and you just, the profiles today in 2022 or 2021, when I was looking, the profiles, it seems like they give very generic information. Like it gives me MySpace vibes where it's like, holla at me if you trying to da-da-da, if you from my area. And it's like, and then you look at mine and mine's like a paragraph with like a bio, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't think this is for me. But back in the day, when I was looking for like hookups and stuff like that, you know, that was cool, those type of bios. But I feel like if you are going to do online dating, you need to be very clear in what it is you're looking for.
We ain't having no catfish moments.
That's what I say. Make sure that your pictures look like you.
And they're recent.
Make sure that you're being honest about, you know, your hobbies. Mention that you smoke. Mention that you have children. Mention if you are, I don't know to say if you're like an animal lover or like allergic or, you know what I mean? Like there's certain things.
Every detail matters.
Your diet lifestyle, if you're a vegan, you know, like things like that matter in a profile because that can help eliminate you wasting your damn time.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, I did plenty of fish before. I had the worst.
I've heard of that.
Yes, I had a bad catfishing experience.
It sound like that just sounds. It just sounds bad.
Yeah, it was a lot of people with like I shouldn't say no substance, but a lot of them couldn't hold a conversation. And then I ran into one dude, and I didn't know that he stole someone's pictures. And when I gave him my number, I just wanted to hear his voice. The voice did not match the pictures. And some people's voices don't match their face. But it was so obvious that something wasn't right. So
your intuition was like something is off here.
Yeah, something was off.
The voice thing, because when I look at you, I don't expect your voice to be.
But it was like a fine model type dude. And the dude that was talking on the phone sounded like he smoked a pack of cigarettes a day.
You got to be careful, honey.
Like, hey, how you doing?
Smoke it. Smoke it.
So, and this dude, like he wanted to hook up or whatever. I was like, you know what? Send me your address. Like, I just wanted to see where this was going to go. So he sent me an address, right? So I looked it up on the Google search, like the street search. It was an abandoned home in Philly. Yep. I had to block him. I deleted that whole app.
You definitely have to be careful with online because there's scammers out here. The scamming is real.
Yes.
I want to say my own mother, and Mom, I'm sorry to put you on blast. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know who you are. But I remember my mother telling me a situation, you know, where she was doing online dating and she had like somebody in the military. People will come along and take advantage of you, like ask for care packages and things like that and spend time with you on the phone. You know what I mean? Not saying that's what happened to her, but I know, you know, boo loving on the phone and then asking you for things. And it's like, but they're not coming, it's not going anywhere. You haven't met that person. You haven't seen them. Y'all haven't FaceTime. They only call you after 10 p.m. because they kids and their wife is asleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to be very cautious. Because I took a chance with this Facebook dating and I got lucky. I feel like there are a lot of other opportunities for other people because it happens. But you do have to be careful because I've heard my partner, she shared experiences, you know, like think she met other people. I think it was another person. And it wasn't, I don't want to say it. I guess it was a hookup. I guess it was just a hookup. But I feel like some people you can't, it's not a vibe.
It's not,
They're not who they say they are.
I was open.
They don't look like who they say they look like when you get around them.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's hard out here.
Yeah.
Online dating.
I was open to Facebook dating before too. It took one guy, right? And he lived in Philly. So something wasn't right about him. I gave him my number. Then he was just kind of like a little weird. But I went on his Facebook page.
What's
I
weird?
found his name. He kept sending me like multiple pictures of himself. Like, okay, I already know what you look like. Calm down.
Okay.
So I get
narcissistic much.
Yes, yes. So I decided to find him on Facebook, and he was in a relationship. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Did you think I wasn't going to find out? I'm like, listen, women are cops, okay? Like,
For
you
real.
can't hide from us.
You
We
can't
find out
run.
everything.
You can't hide.
We are the feds.
We gonna find you.
Facts.
We gonna find out.
Yeah.
And we gonna act like we don't know.
Right.
And then we gonna watch some more just to see how far they gonna go.
We just,
And then we gonna ghost.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
Block,
us.
block, block, block.
Right.
That's what we do. You know, that's what I would do anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the old me would do because I don't have those situations anymore.
Yeah.
But it's definitely it's tricky when it comes to online
It
dating.
is.
You
It's
have
very
to be
tricky.
open.
Yeah.
Honesty, super important.
Mm-hmm.
Again, be real with yourself and what it is that you are looking for.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're just looking for hookups. That's okay. That's your business.
Yeah. If that's what you want, be clear.
Don't
on
lead
that.
people on.
Do
Don't
not.
hook up with people because they look good, but you see that they want something serious.
Yes.
But you just want to hook up.
Don't just go along with it because you want some.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's misleading.
That's foul.
That's abusive. That's manipulative.
Yes.
I just feel like time is too valuable to be wasting.
Mm-hmm.
Time is too valuable to be wasting. And it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there to connect with somebody in your way. Like I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't want to scare y'all by saying love is scary, but it takes work and it takes
work.
being
Nothing
seen.
is easy. It's not easy.
So be real with the situation. Be real with yourself. Be real with other people. Be clear on what you expect from other people.
Yes.
There are rules. And we're straying away from online dating now. But it's like, say if you are online dating, I feel like conversations that should be had is, like you don't want to just go straight into, you want to, of course, talk about what do you do for a living? What are your goals? What do you do in your pastime? Ask about your family.
Yeah.
Before you guys just go on to like, you know, small talking is cool, of course. But before you go into like your trauma. But once y'all get to know each other, I feel like questions that you should ask people that you're dating, you know, like, do you want to have children?
Yeah.
What are there rules? Are there gender roles? Do you expect to, are you an entrepreneur? Do you expect to be supported while you figure out your business? Or like there's certain questions that you should ask when you're starting out and you do find the match.
Yeah.
I feel like, I didn't always know this. I went with the flow. And like I said, I felt like I settled for some things or I just accepted things because I didn't know what I wanted. I was just going with what for me at the time felt safe, even though it wasn't safe.
Yeah.
It was safe for what it was. As I grew, I understood it may have been not safe, but comfortable. You know, and we get real comfortable being in comfortable situations, especially if that's what we're used to dealing with.
Yeah.
So you definitely got to question that within yourself too.
Yes.
I just went on a damn rant.
No,
You
cool.
let
No.
me.
And I see you listening like, yeah. So, but that would lead to this. Like, what tips and advice can you give to people like that who are dating and they're single?
Okay. I can't speak to that, but I can speak to, actually, yes, I can. First of all, it's okay if you're looking for something, if you want something serious and you know that that's what you want. It's okay to be upfront about that. If the person is scared away, that's okay. That means it wasn't meant. But be honest with yourself. You know, don't act like you're just going along with it to have a good time and getting to know somebody. No, know what you want for yourself. Know what you want for your future. Know if you want children. Know if you want to build something with somebody. Be upfront. Invest. That will invite the other person to invest and let you know if that's what they can offer. Other person, you have to be open and be real about if that's what you can offer, if that's what you want at this time. Make space for the people that you are seeing. Make space. Nobody is perfect. Don't be quick to cancel somebody, never tolerate abuse, never tolerate disrespect, people trying to tell you what you can and cannot do from the jump. It's okay to have rules when you get into the relationship. No communicating after midnight. You know, you need to communicate with me around the clock, not like on every hour, but like let me know if plans have changed. Like those are rules that are okay. But if you coming into something and they're controlling in that sense, that's not okay. But make space for people and their shit. Because people you're coming with your baggage and they are coming with their baggage, and you and them and your baggage gotta have enough room.
Yes. No, you're good.
You gotta have enough room to be able to say,
yes,
all right, I know that you're gonna be triggered by this and you gotta work through this, and I'm here with you. I'm gonna be safe and I'm not gonna make you feel crazy because I understand. Let's talk about it. Let's get present. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make space for people. Nobody is perfect. Don't run from the first sign of a trigger.
Yeah.
Triggers are your own. People their behavior can trigger you, but they're not in control of your triggers. Your triggers were already there before you met them.
Yeah.
So that's something to understand. Don't just be running from people because they have ways, and people are so quick to label people as toxic. We all have toxic traits. We all have toxic traits.
Yes, we do. And you know what? I want to talk about that too. Like, I see a lot of people saying when it comes to dating,
that damn straw.
Right, that dumb straw.
That's the last straw.
When it comes to dating, I see a lot of people that will say, come healed. You need to come healed.
Nah.
I feel like healing is an ongoing process. You can't
Nobody
just
is
be
healed.
completely healed. We are like, I be seeing y'all in your late 20s and early 30s talking about come healed. Ain't nobody healed, because I know damn well you're not healed completely. You know what I mean?
Nobody's healed, but I gotta take that back. I don't know. Healed looks different for everybody, just like success looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
So I can't say nobody's healed, but you want to be healing.
I was just about to say that.
To me.
Yes. Come with healing.
We did a reading, y'all, and the spirit said, talk about lost wisdom and things like that. So that's why we're channeling right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Say the same thing.
So instead of like, I don't tell people exactly what to say, but for me, I'm not going to tell you to come healed. I'm going to tell you to come with healing.
Yes.
So I can come with my healing, and when we have room to heal together.
Come with clarity.
Yes.
Come with
the open to heal.
Yes.
Yes.
Being open. Come with an open heart.
Yep.
Come prepared to be hurt.
Yeah.
Because this shit hurts. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You are going to be hurt in every situation. And this is one thing I learned too. One thing I come to understand. I look at all my relationships, the 10-year one, the engagement, my present one, all types of relationships. It served its purpose. I learned what I needed to learn. Looking at who I am now in those situations, who I am now wouldn't have been able to fit in those situations. You understand? But I don't even really know. I feel as though now I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought.
Are you having a yaya moment?
I am. What was I saying? I was saying, looking back at my old relationships, right?
Yeah.
Who I am today wouldn't have been able to fit. Don't go back. I've learned it's okay to reflect.
Yeah.
It served its purpose. People go in these cycles and they go back. The trauma is done. The damage is done. The hurt is there. The resentment is there. It has been tainted. Do you understand? It's going to take a lot of consciousness, a lot of counseling, a lot of being present, and a lot of work. And I feel as though when you come into something new, you bring all those lessons with you and you have an opportunity to do it again. I had a pattern of going backwards, going back. Okay, I learned something new. Okay, this wasn't that bad. It's okay to start new. It's scary. It's scary to start new. It's okay to share what you've been through with a new person.
Yeah.
That's where making space comes in, like making space for you to be open and honest about what you experienced in those past relationships without feeling judged.
Yeah.
But don't be so scared of this world out here and people being different from you, new people coming along and hurting you. Don't go back. just because you're afraid of new people. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of new people hurting you because you're going to get hurt regardless.
Yeah.
Your kids hurt your feelings. Your boss hurts your feelings. You're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
This shit gets deep because, like I said, when you feel safe, your shit it comes to the surface. Don't be afraid of that hurt. Lean into that hurt and learn. That's where being conscious and being present with the new person comes in. My girl had to tell me, like, you gonna have to let all of that go.
Yeah.
You gotta let all of that go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. You gonna trust me. You know what I mean? And that's what's so beautiful, because it's so easy to, like, trust is a choice. You know what I mean? Like, I can have my doubts, but you're gonna choose to trust, and you're gonna be committed to that trust that we're building. You understand? And then it builds and it gets stronger, and then it's just second nature. It's like, I couldn't even see you doing me dirty. You know what I mean? Because we built it. But it's like, at that first sign of fear, at that first sign of hurt, the first time they disappear or they don't want to talk about something, and I'm talking from personal experience. Yeah. Now it's like, oh shit, this hurts. I can't do this. Yeah. No, that is when you need to put your guard down and say, this isn't what happened before. This is not what happened before. This is somebody new. Let me see what's going to be. Let me allow and see what's going to happen. And if it is healthy and if it is safe, they'll come back around, and y'all will work through that hurt and probably come out stronger than you were than when you started. But don't go back to familiar pain just because of new pain. Do you understand? Yeah. That means you're in something new. It's a new opportunity to, just be conscious.
Right.
Oh, that was nice.
Conflict resolution.
I brought it back.
That's life.
Conflict resolution.
We spoke about that with the last episode. Yes.
Nonviolent communication.
Yes.
Nonviolent communication by Marshall B. Rosenberg. Okay? Learn to have empathy. Learn to the understanding, conflict resolution.
Yes.
Making space. Like, that is like the simplest way to put it. Like, just, it's me and you here, but we got this whole space for you to be yourself and me to be myself.
Yes.
And we're just interacting, and there's no judgment. There's no forcing. There's no, if you feel like you need to withdraw, I don't pressure you to feel like you need to show up. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's communication too. It's, it could be such a beautiful thing, but it's painful, because what happens when you grow, you're stretching, and stretching hurts sometimes. Like, you're breaking open, you're transforming into something that you don't know. New territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you, my sis, my friend. I know you got your non-negotiables.
Me?
But I want you to be open to some things. Now, don't be open to the abuse. We already know we're gonna kick your ass.
What's crazy? I hear a voice in my head
right now.
Sounds a little cuckoo right now.
What it say?
So I like to put my foot down. I'm very firm.
Yeah.
But something keeps telling me, pick your foot up.
Okay.
Pick your foot up in a certain situation I spoke to you about earlier.
God
bless you.
Thank you. I had to touch my lashes. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Keep Pick your foot up.
Yes, pick your foot up and like we spoke about, and release.
Release those rigid boundaries, because all that is you protecting yourself because of what you've been through. And now it's like, I'm 31, I'm clear on what I want, and you're not gonna waste my time. You might just have to waste your time a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you gotta learn. You gotta fuck up and fail and come back. You just gotta make sure that like you said, my match. Right. It's gotta feel safe. But if you want to go into picking your foot up,
like, we talked about it in the beginning of this episode. Cooperating.
Yes, I love that word.
Yeah, I like cooperating. And doesn't have to necessarily negotiate, but cooperate. Kind of just go with the flow, because especially if it's something is very, very new and fresh.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to block my blessings because there was one little thing that I may not like, or if it's one little thing that you prefer, and I'm like, no, well, I don't want this. And sometimes I get like that too.
Yes.
Sometimes it's kind of such a trigger. Like, I already know, I'm already predicting the future, and I'm convicting you of something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So yes, sometimes you have to be like that too. It's okay to be just a little soft.
I love that little voice in your head.
Yes.
That consciousness.
Pick your foot up.
Pick your foot up, sis. Get your foot off that neck.
And this goes for men too. It's like vice versa. It's like, this with anybody that you date.
Yeah.
Just learn to cooperate. It's the beginning. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You don't know what you're going to like. It may be something that you may not like about a person. You end up falling in love with that person.
I've heard it sounds cliche, But that's what I've heard. Like people that come together, that be together forever. Like in the beginning, it's like I couldn't see myself. Because you're used to one thing because that is what you've been conditioned. That is what you have trained yourself to be attracted to.
Yeah.
You can reprogram your shit.
Yes.
Once you start to go inward and you change your insides, what you are attracted to is going to change.
Yeah.
Like you said, your tolerance for things has gone way down because of what you've already experienced.
Yeah.
But there has to be some balance because you got to understand people come with shit. Everybody comes with shit.
Exactly.
Everybody comes with shit.
Yeah.
It's just the space that y'all share. Is it safe? Is it respected?
Yeah.
Is it an equal effort and equal commitment?
Right.
Is there clarity?
Yeah.
Those things are very important. Very important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a conversation about something, about a little situation. So I had to learn, I had to hear some things.
And that's
why I brought it up. You know, when you bring something up and it's like you really didn't want to, but you feel like you had to. Like I had to hear what I had to hear earlier. So yeah. And not block my blessings.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I learned that too. Like I said, and I'll share. It's rigid. When we are hurt, our first instinct is to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Survival. We can't get shit right when we in survival. Of course we can survive because that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But when we're in survival mode, everybody is a suspect. Everybody is on the list. Everybody, we got to watch out for this. We're on edge. But it's like when we are allowing and we're in tune with ourselves and we know what we want and we're clear on things.
Yeah.
We're more flexible. We're more willing to see where it goes. You know what I mean? We're more open. We're more compassionate. And that's where the real healing, like it comes from that. I'm not afraid. I was afraid, but I'm not afraid no more. This shit gets scary. Like when you're in a relationship, it's you bust out crying. Like sometimes I get embarrassed by how silly I might look or how immature I might sound. And then, you know, she'll reassure me like, nah, I got you. I understand. You know what I mean? And that is like magic. That is like skin forming back together over my wound, little by little. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, but you got to be willing to be open and accept people and not try to change them to this image of what you have them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. That's a fact. All right, y'all.
We got to wrap it up because Lionel giving us the hands. Yes, sir.
Wrap it up.
So we are going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
And that has been another successful episode of Warlock Horrors. Okay. You can check us out on BWC Media Network on YouTube. You could catch this episode. It's about to be the 4th of July. So not this week, but next week we'll see you.
Right.
And we out.
Right.
We out. Warlock Horrors, baby.
Bye.